Hello, it's Dawn here, and welcome to the first in our series from this wonderful Love from Lizi pack, which is the August super pack called Live, Love, Laugh. And we're just going to use the stamp set today. We'll move on and use other elements during the week. Tomorrow we'll be using something different, but today we're just going to be using, well, not all of this stamp set, but just some of it. We are going to be using this fabulous tree. I had to find a way of using it because it is so wonderful. So we're going to use this tree, and you've probably seen some of the staining from the ink that I've used. Maybe you might even be able to work out what it's going to say, but not to worry if you can't. We will do this all together, and the first project is going to be fairly quick and easy. So easy, even I can do it. So without further ado, I'm going to pop the stamps to one side, and I have cut a 5x7 card. This is going to be a 5x7 card, obviously. So there we go, that's our 5x7 card base. And I've cut another one, which is 4.5 by 6.5. I will add these measurements. They're the only two measurements you'll need, incidentally, but I will put them in the description down below. And on the back, I have got some foam tape. And if you keep it low and pull it reasonably slow, it shouldn't tear, she says, hopefully. And indeed it didn't, but what it will do is stick to your fingers. So I'm just going to pop that over there for a minute and stick it back to the card. And what I always do with foam tape, so that it doesn't stick or so that it doesn't grab, it won't add to or take away from the stickiness. But what I always do when I'm using foam tape, I put a little coat, just a thin coat or thinnish coat, of glue stick on it, because it does stop, all it does, it stops it grabbing straight away. So you have got a couple of seconds extra. So we're going to pop that on there. That's not the only time we'll need glue, so I won't put it too far away. So I'm going to spin it round. It doesn't matter which way you put it at this stage. So just make sure that we can still see and we're all nice and centred. So I'm going to centre that-ish in the middle of my card base, and push it down. And we have a card and a mat. Now, obviously, we need some colour on here. So this is going to be a clean and simple-ish card. I don't do clean and simple. I'm not very good at it. I like my embellishments, but it's going to be a clean and simple-ish card. So that's a new technology. That's a new terminology for you. So I have used this gorgeous tree. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that, I love the way that these little branches and these leaves come round to make a heart, and they all come round to make a bigger heart there. So you've got a little one in the middle and a bigger heart, and they come round to make this lovely heart shape. Absolutely fantastic. And I've stamped it and I've coloured it with alcohol pens, and I'm going to turn it over. Oh, that's where I stamped it the first time. It didn't stamp too well the first time because I forgot to rub the manufacturer's film off of it. Oh, that reminds me. When you get your stamps, I was going to tell you about that. When you get your stamps, whether it's this stamp set or any other, you will find that they might be sticky because they're new and you've still got a film. So if you rub it with your fingers or your thumb, or if you grab yourself an eraser, I did have one in here just a minute ago, but you grab yourself an eraser or a rubber, or just use your thumb. Rub it over like that and it will take the manufacturer's film off of it. You won't see anything, but you will notice a difference when you do your stamping, because if you don't do that, the stamping might not be very clear. It might be a bit patchy. So always give it a rub first, either with your thumb or with an eraser. So back to this one, and I didn't do that with this tree to begin with. I should have known better, and I forgot. So I just turned it over and started again. So now I've got it all nicely primed, as they say. I'm going to use my glue stick and put some glue on the back of this fabulous tree. That's why I've got paper down, so if it does get gluey, I can just throw the paper away. And I'm going to put it right in the corner. It doesn't matter. Oops, I don't want, oh, that's a bit of a blob of glue, which I don't really want because I want this tree to sit flat. I'm not bothered about it overlapping my mat. That's absolutely fine. So I'm going to put my tree down, and because I've stamped it on the same colour or the same type of card as I've made my mat, it doesn't show so much. So the join doesn't show so much. So there's another little tip for you. So now I'm going to be using the rest of my stamps. Well, not all of them. I've just used a few, very few, of the alphabet stamps actually. So but I had to use this tree. I absolutely love it. So I've got the first one. I've punched my letters. I've stamped them first, then got them in the middle of my paper punch. This is a 1-inch fluted punch. And I've got them on foam pads, not foam tape, but foam pads, because I want them to look like they're floating off the tree and into the air. So I've got them on foam tape, or foam pads, I beg your pardon. You could use foam tape if you wanted to, I suppose. So I'm going to put that first one there, and I'm going to let you work out what it says as we go along. So this is very quick and easy. Once we've got to this stage, it won't take long at all. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap and put that one there. And again, these have all got foam pads on the back. And I have got some very sticky, gluey fingers, but never mind. So I'm going to put that up there. And the reason I've done it like this and not stamped them on, two reasons. One, it gives you more time to decide where you want to put it. And the other one is because, as I said earlier, I wanted it to look like it's floating. So it'll give it a bit of a, it gives it a bit of a lift. So I'm going to put that one there, I think. So can you guess what it says yet? I bet you can. So I'm going to put that one as if it's just starting to drift down the other side. So I've just got 3 more. Can you guess what they are? I bet you can. So we'll have that one coming just down there. That one, if I can get the backing off. Well, I got it off the tape. It was getting it off my fingers that was proving the problem. That, oh, no, that's a little, I'd like that a little bit higher. Yeah, that one there, perfect. And the last one. And I'm just going to very quickly take the backing tape off. And I'm going to put that one, doesn't have to be straight, as long as the letters are in the right order. And there, we have got a very clean and simple-ish card. And the bubbles going around say, I love you. Now, you can use that for any occasion. Obviously, this is intended for a loved one. And I'm going to give this to my beloved, to my husband. But I'm going to save it for Christmas. So if you use the words, I love you, that can be for any occasion. So either down here or possibly in the middle. Later on, I'm going to put a Christmas sentiment, but I haven't found one that's appropriate yet. So I will be putting a Christmas sentiment either along here or up here in the middle, so that I might actually do that so that the bubbles are floating around it. I was going to bring my pen down and do a little bit of grass down the bottom here, but I forgot to bring it down. But that's okay. It looks quite all right as it is, I think. So if you wanted to add some grass, you just bring down your pencils or your alcohol pens and just add a little grass. But there you go. That's today's quick and easy project using the stamps from the Love from Lizi August pack. And I'm just going to shove that to one side, bring that to one side, so that you can see the stamps. And it says, I love you. So I hope you've enjoyed that and that you have a go yourself. If you are subscribed to this channel, thank you so much. If you're seeing this for the first time and you're not subscribed but you're enjoying it, please do hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell and you'll never miss another video. Because we are at the very start of a new series of these Love from Lizi August pack. And the next project will be along tomorrow. So do pop back tomorrow. We're not doing a card tomorrow. We're going to be using, if you saw my unboxing, I showed you the 3, what looked like the Instamatic photo frames. So we're going to be using all 3 of those together tomorrow in a new project. So do pop back and find out what I do with them. And I'll see you then. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of the weekend. Do take care, everyone. Have fun. And as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.